Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin.
You know what doesn't bug me? Michael Cole's books. Scorpion Swarm. This is the 2019 action horror creature feature written by Michael Cole. The plot: they were 7 against the odds. A team of mercenaries are hired to locate and save a couple hostages from a common enemy. Soon they will discover that the island is home to a different kind of enemy that is even more threatening, and they're hungry. This is another strong effort from Mr. Cole. The book is a speedy read at only about 170 pages, and it never overstays its welcome. The build-up to the eventual reveal for the characters of the threat is a bit tedious, but it never goes on for too long. It's a well-structured book, too. Everything has a payoff. While some of them are a bit lackluster, most of them are worth the wait. When I first started this book, I thought it had a desert setting. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was kind of hoping for a more tropical environment. Surprise! It takes place on an island. A tropical island. I was stoked.
Come back, you bastard. I just want to paint you.
The setting takes place on this tropical island where a terrorist group has set up a post. They have the scientists that were working there now working on genetic experiments to make hybrids for military purposes. It leads to some freakish experiments. One such experiment is part scorpion and part something else, a type of wasp. The original subject is damn near bulletproof. I love how even its eyes have a somewhat glassy shield over them. Death after death, the team succumb to the Scorpion Swarm one at a time. It's actually pretty intense and gnarly. For the characters, we have Rob Cashin, who is the team leader. He is an older guy, but can still put up a solid fight. I thought his character was awesome. He's full of one-liners that need working on, and he carries a sense of charisma that just works. Jing Kuwangi is one of the scientists that worked on the experiment. She is a former Marine, I think, and knows how to fire a gun and handle herself in a tense situation. Trevor Mallory is her fiancé, and is put through the ringer quite a bit in this book. When we are introduced to him, he already has a leg injury. It just gets worse and worse for him from there. One thing I would have added a bit more in the story is his and Jean's love for each other. They did care for each other, but they didn't act like they were soon to be newlyweds. Isagana is the leader of the terrorist group, known as the Red Cobras. He, along with Paolo, who is his right-hand man, are despicable and detestable human beings. Isagana is responsible for killing one of Rob's men by slitting their throat a long time ago. Now it's personal for Rob and his team. I don't remember if he's that cowardice, but he is definitely a dick. Why are you such a dick, man? There is a humorous scene where Stroud is being strangled by one of the terrorists, and his partner, Steele, just watches, because he knows he can handle it, even popping a piece of candy into his mouth as if it were just entertainment to him. It is only when Stroud is about to lose that Steele steps in. Really, the only other characters I cared about were Mayan Daya, also known as Tire Man, who is the mechanic of the group. Also, Yellowstone, a hulking brute of a man, who is 6'7" and 200 plus pounds, who is the team's mule. Also Muddler, who is the only female of the mercenary team. Valentine and Stroud are quite forgettable, unfortunately. Dr. Bishkoff is a minor yet memorable character. He is one of the few remaining scientists who is there to work on the experiment for the terrorists. Unwillingly. I love that scene where he is staring up at the trees, admiring nature as he's being held down by the terrorists, as if like one last peaceful look into life, and then he sees something crawling around up there. Speaking of the scorpions, wasp things, they are black-shelled menaces that cause plenty of carnage. Let's get into it, shall we? For the gore. The scorpions act like the crabs in Guy Smith's books when it comes to feasting. They cram intestines into their mouths and slurp them up. They slice and dice to get access to other parts of the human body, as well as the stomach for those delectable innards. And their insatiable appetite never seems to end. Like I said, they have black exoskeletons that are shot at a lot. They also have yellow blood gushing with each shot that hits hard enough to penetrate the shell. It spills much like flesh flies. It's a gory book, and there are some highlight kills even. I don't want to spoil it though, let's just say the characters you don't want to die get at the worst. Overall, a lot happens in this book, and it doesn't feel rushed. Despite being a bit tedious, it's a quick read that never really bores. Not even when the characters need their downtime or need to be on the lookout does the book lose its edge. The action scenes reminded me of that 2003 film Bugs. That was a fun one. I'll have to review it again at some point. Don't miss out on Scorpion Swarm. I feel it'd be a perfect movie if they kept the carnage akin to either 2003's Bugs or Starship Troopers. Eat 'em all! That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and as well as share this video. Also, like my Facebook fan page and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.